Well, an indication today the government is losing faith in the French submarine build. $10 billion going towards the so-called capability gap to make sure our Collins-class submarines, more of them, can stay on the sea. Joining me live now is Independent Senator and former submariner Rex Patrick. Thanks for your time. What do you make of this announcement? Necessary? Will it fill the gap?
Oh, look, it's absolutely necessary. We do need to have a highly capable submarine force as a deterrent, if indeed we ever go into conflict, they are very, very useful tools. But the cost involved in this has been tremendous. So in the future submarine program for the attack class, we've seen that project go from $50 billion to $89 billion. That's a whopping $39,000 million increase. That program is running late in terms of the milestones. That program may not deliver us a regionally superior submarine. We know a number of things about it that would draw question as to that particular outcome. We also know that the program doesn't involve a lot of Australian industry, and the whole point of this program was to be able to have a submarine force that we were able to operate during times of conflict and that we could support properly. Because the delivery time of this submarine is now 2035, the Collins-class submarines, which were due to start retiring in 2026, now have to be life extended. So on top of the $89 billion, we now have to spend another $10 billion.
10, yeah. So just on the Collins extension, though, and the capability here, Senator, are they going to be up to the job? I know there was a fire on HMAS Waller recently that's put that out of action. Is there a concern that even this will be a bit piecemeal?
Well, we end up with aged submarines, and that always gives rise to questions about capability. As you know, Tom, I've been to sea on modern submarines, both in South Korea, in Greece, modern air-independent propulsion submarines with superb capabilities. And what we're trying to do with our Collins-class submarines is just keep them in a state where they can reliably go to sea. The program involves the changing out of the main motor, things like diesels, but it doesn't involve enhancing capability.
So just on where to from here with Naval Group, is it worth Australia trying to set up something on the side with another provider and, essentially shake up Naval Group, or are we too far down the path?
Well, with all of these things, the Department of Defence hasn't managed this very well. People are talking about the idea of a Plan B. The Auditor General said very, very clearly in his first report into the submarine project that we removed competitive tension way too early. We should always have had a Plan B. We're at this stage.
Can you bring it back, that tension, or not?
Well, we're at the stage where not only do we need a Plan B sitting in the background to have the tension, we actually need to be really thinking very long and hard about actually implementing that Plan B, walking away from the current mess that we have. We've got an estranged relationship with Naval Group, and actually tackling this problem with a much less risky program and with a reliable partner.